Hey YouTube, and welcome back to the Sneaky V YouTube channel. I'm sorry for the long delay, guys, but this car has been giving me a whole lot of like small issues that I've been ironing out over the months. I think where I left off with you guys, I was just dropping this engine in the car and I had got it started, but it was running kind of rough, and the reason behind that is because of the fuel system was clogged up. The fuel hoses had rubber in it from where I cut it. I forgot to rinse it out. I should have done that. But anyway, since then, I've gotten the car back down to my house in up towards Atlanta. Actually, I did that long ago, but I've been working on it. Before I actually figured out it was the fuel hoses, I actually went through and took the heads off and everything, checked compression, make sure everything was working, replaced all the coils, all the spark plug wires, and it turned out the spark plug wires, some of them probably were actually bad. But anyways, I got it running, and now I'm trying to get it driving. For the most part, it is driving. The problem is that I need for it to stop now, and the brakes are giving me some issues. The problem with the brakes is I had to go in and get rid of the ABS module because it was inoperative, because I got rid of the old ECU. So I had to replace that with a proportioning valve. I got myself a radiator fan that I had to replace the radiator fan with some new ones, because I couldn't figure out the wiring that actually went to the old one. So I just purchased some new radiator fans, and I can if you give me a second here, I can get those up and running real quick. So basically, I'm just gonna go in my little computer here and change the basic IO, set my computer, set my fans to something low, 50 degrees and 50 degrees, 50. Set those like really low, and if I turn the power on here, they'll kick on. Or they should. I have to send that to the ECU and tell them to come on. So USB link here, send to ECU, and they should kick on. There they go. So anyways, I got those wired in on a relay. They're actually separate. I can turn one on or both on. Let me set those back to where they were. Actually, I got to turn that off first. Set those back to where they were. Don't need that. Basic IO. But anyways, so I got my radiator fans installed. I still have to bleed the brakes to get it drivable, but I did drive it here to this storage place that I have the car in now. It's no longer at my house. But like, I had to use the clutch, the clutch and the engine to actually slow it down, because the brakes weren't quite working yet. I got the back brakes bled, but the problem with the front brakes is that the bleeder screw is actually rusted and it's stripped out now. I can't get it out, so I'm gonna have to replace the whole front brake caliper. So that's gonna be a pain. And another problem with that is that my jack suddenly stopped working. It's out of hydraulic fluid. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to put some more in or just buy a new, better jack. But there's a issue. I gotta replace the jack and the brake calipers. And like many things in life, money's kind of tight right now, because I haven't been working as many hours. Like it is what it is. I had to shut them down. they were trying to kill me with those hours, and like I couldn't, I couldn't sustain that and work on my little project car here. But the good news is that I've actually mostly finished the car. I'm not spending really much money on it at all now, except for like a tool here and there to fix something. But anyways, let me get this thing started up for you guys so you guys can hear it run. It runs a lot better now than when I first put the engine in. So let's get it started up. Let us send the fan cutoff back to the ECU. Shut those off. And it runs great. Everything in there is fine. So there is some smoking going on that I got to figure out. I think there's a little bit of oil leaking from the gaskets around the valve covers, but that should be a pretty easy fix. But other than that, I think it's almost drivable aside from the brakes. So I don't really know what else to say. Hopefully I'll have this thing on the road for you guys someday soon here, and I can actually start pumping out some more content. But for now, I'm gonna rev it a few times and let you guys hear it. Hear the pipes back here. Oh, that was another thing that I wanted to tell you guys. I got some pipes on it. I actually have some I set up a boiler catback system on it, and got that all plugged in. It's a pain in the butt, and yeah, so I'm gonna rev that out for you a little bit, not much. So here we go. This thing set up, and so it should sound pretty good. I can't exactly close that up. Leave that open. Let me shut this off real quick. I think it should sound pretty good, but I obviously can't be behind the car and rev it. Those little pops that you heard were it going rich when I let off the gas. It has too much fuel in there, like, so when I let off the gas it gets too much fuel or too much oxide. I don't know which one of them, but anyways, so it pops. The Holley Dominator does have a self-tuning feature. I just got to drive it around some more and let it tune itself. But other than that, it's nearly drivable aside from the brakes. One thing that I do have to take care of is that, like, when I was under the car actually getting the exhaust system on and the drive shaft, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I got the drive shaft right. Obviously I drove it here to the storage unit that I have it in, but there's a center support for the drive shaft. It's a two-piece drive shaft, and the center support is blown out. So every time you like get on the gas, there's a like thump underneath the car, and that's just the center of the drive shaft moving around. So I have to replace that. I have the replacement for it, but I don't really want to get under there and put it on, because to put it on I have to take the exhaust back off, and that is a major pain in the ass. So I really don't know when I'm going to get around to doing that. I may take it to a shop and let them do it. You guys may have heard in the video some clicking, like ticking noises under the hood. That was the valve train. As you guys know, I have a solid lifter valve set up, and I have to go back in and adjust the lash on those valves, or it's just going to be noisy like that, and it can cause premature wear on the valves and stuff. I may take it to a shop and let them do that, because it has to be hot when you do that. I can do it, but I just really don't feel like getting burned. Um, but other than that, I don't think there's much else to do on it. The brake lights work, the headlights work, turn signals work. Everything works on the car to make it like a legal, drivable car. It's insured. It's registered. The only thing that I have to fix is that brake issue, so I can bleed the brakes, and at some point, that center support bearing for the drive shaft. Um, Other than that, other than some cosmetic things that I want to fix, there's not really much else to do on this car. I definitely want to get it painted at some point, but that's probably far into the future. Uh, one of my one of my mufflers hangs a little bit lower than the other one. That's easy fix. I just got to get under there and fix that. Um, but other than that, I pretty much done with it. And I'll definitely be trying to get it to a track once I get it going and stopping safely. But like I said, it's probably going to take just a little bit longer to actually get it done because, life kind of holds you back sometimes. Like, money is an issue. I actually bought another car, so I'm paying for that. So yeah, that's in addition to not working as much as I was, I'm actually paying for another car now. So I started out building a V8 and ended up with a inline 4 to kind of hold me over until I got this back on the road. But I'm actually keeping that car, of course. I can't just get rid of it now that I got this one. This is essentially a race car now. Like it's got like a 5-gallon fuel cell in the back. So I don't think it's gonna be really that helpful for just getting around. Plus it burns a ton of fuel now with a big 7-liter in it. Anyways, that's enough talking from me. I'm gonna end this video. I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know what was going on, let you guys know that I wasn't dead, this project isn't dead, and it's almost complete. And hopefully I can get some content out for you guys soon other than this. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, the notification bell, just in case I come back sometime soon so you don't miss me. And that's gonna be it for me. You guys have a good one, and yeah.